inside your business. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Hey y'all, if you're just tuning in, we are in the studio as usual. We're trying to get everything set and ready for you all to give you a good show. I know you guys are here ready and waiting. You see your friends are going to be on, and you know we got some good stuff that we're going to be talking about. As usual, I just want to say to everyone, thank you, thank you, thank you for always supporting and always listening and tuning in and engaging with us. Thank you for always engaging with us and tuning in and everything. There's a whole lot going on. I'm gonna say it now, but everything the devil could try to do to make this show not happen today, he done did. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it out so that we ain't gotta fight against trying to act like we shouldn't let y'all know. So I'm gonna call it out there because we are victorious. God is good, and He's always got everything under control. Even when we think we do, He always let us know I'm really the one who got everything under control, and we can't do nothing without Him. So I am just waiting on the engineers for a moment to give me the cue about to start. Yeah.
You guys ready? Yeah. You hear anything in your headphones? Is it appropriate?
Oh no, it's just... I can hear anything. I can hear me.
You can't hear.
I cannot hear anything.
No.
I'm about to start though.
How about that?
No, it's not that.
Okay.
It's even cool. Wait, there you go. Okay, whatever you just did just worked. We hear it now. We're good.
The mic's on.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So we're good? Yes. Hey, how y'all doing? It's your boy, Jason, the Architect Tober. You are tuned into another episode with Mind Your Business with the Architect Show. This is the show that aims to plug small businesses into Jacksonville, then Jacksonville right back into its small businesses. If you're listening to us, you already know you can catch us here every single Tuesday from 1 to 2 for the live show, and then you can catch the replay every Sunday night from 10 to 11. We have a pack show. So I'm going to get the thing rolling here. I want to introduce, well, you already know who this is. I want to make announce that I have a special guest co-host in the building, Tiffany TK Overby. What's up?
Hey guys. What's up? Glad to be here.
Good. We got some good stuff coming up. We're going to talk about branding a little bit later. And of course, we had to do that when we had Miss TK Overby in the building. We've talked branding so many times together that it feels kind of weird to speak on it without her, and vice versa. So we've got her in the building, and then we've got some other great people in the building. But before we get there, let's go ahead and pay some bills. I am going to just let you hear who our sponsors are really quickly. And you'll hear a song followed by that. And then after that, we are going to be good to go. So we'll see you all, or we'll hear you all in a moment. Hey y'all, if you're still watching on the live show, you see the Tober Management Agency logo up there. This is our first sponsor of the episode. Tober Management Agency can be reached at 904-701-8774. If you are looking for business development, talent development, you want somebody to manage your event, they are the people to call. And then up next, we're going to have Blue Skies Foundation, Blue Skies Foundation is a nonprofit that is really hot popping right here in the city of Jacksonville. They are the home of Jack's Entrepreneurs and Leaders, Survivors Unite, and Authors and Art. Since I'm here, I might as well go ahead and plug Authors and Art. That is happening tonight. It is the Youth Edition Part 2. We did it the first time and it went well. It went over so well that we had to bring it back for a second time. We got some great people lined up for that show on tonight. The doors are going to open up at 6:30, and then the show's going to start from at 7, and it'll end at 9:00. And last but not least, we are going to play the Mind Your Business commercial for all of the if y'all are in the studio with us, y'all don't understand what's happening. It's okay.
Okay, we had a little bit glitch. We can fix it later. This is what we recorded in advance. We need to start with the commercials over again, but give us a countdown or something like that, or just point at it.
Okay.
So start with the very first commercial and start over from scratch with the commercials. All right.
So y'all really getting the behind the scenes version if you're watching today, and it's all good. Yeah, so you're really getting the real for real behind the scenes version of the episode on today.
Okay, what's going to be the last commercial?
The last commercial is going to be the Mind Your Business.
With the architect?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. How many commercials altogether?
So we've got 3 commercials total, then we're going to go right into a song.
Okay, so you're going to go straight to a song.
Straight through. Oh, yeah. So if you're watching, please check in. Please know you're in the building. Please know you're in the room. We would love to acknowledge you. And oh wow, you guys are already checking in. Lady Energy, what's up, girl? Who else we got?
Radio.
Ayo, he was on here last week. Shout out to Ayo. Lanika, she's always a friend of the show. How are you, Lanika?
Chicks on the couch.
Chicks on the couch. Hey, how are you, my friends? Tony, how are you? Well, we thank you all for tuning in. If you're watching the visual show, you can't hear the commercials and the sponsors that are playing right now. That's going to be for the radio version. You can catch that, by the way, every Sunday at 10 p.m. But we are here. We've got TK Overby in the building. We've got Ebonee in the building. We've got Shanequa in the building. And we got Shar in the building.
Hey.
This is going to be a powerful show. I don't know what I did to be blessed enough to have all these magnificent women on this show with me on the day, but I ain't complaining though. So, what you say? Right now, look, they're running this. Oh, and then if you're watching, shout out to ADQM Business Solutions. She's on the other end of all of this. She is producing the show for us, the live visual show. You can't see her. She's not in the studio, but she is doing what she does remotely. So we want to definitely shout her out on today.
Tiffany Atkinson Newburn. Hey, thanks for checking in.
Hey, Tiffany.
Yeah, but just do some tightening up in post-production, it's called, after we're through. We've got to play the intro. But it's okay.
Okay.
I can add that in.
Okay. And before I forget, we got to re-record that too, because I say from 2 to 3.
Oh, that's true. Perfect.
Yeah, we got to redo
It was
that.
with God.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, so get with me like tomorrow. So call me or text me.
Sounds good. So yeah, if you're watching, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Oh, I know them days where you seem like
Everything work out the way it's
Yeah.
we get so stuck on what the plan was, but I'm telling you, what the spirit moved, which is
crazy. And that's kind of what I'm working on. So this probably a good time for guys to do this right now. Because I promise I was so organized. Like, go to my house right now. I've got the itinerary. If you don't like, you got an itinerary. Like, it's put it up. Even my points are put it up. Like, you know how to do the 7 steps or 5 steps. That's put it up right there. But it's all good. It is. It is. And the best work comes sometimes organically. What you didn't know you was going to say. I don't know who's watching or who's not watching in regards to why I won't say what I thought I was going to say or why I will say what I didn't know I was going to say. So I'm totally leaning and trusting on God for this one. This is my jam. Anybody? Did you have it? Anybody here? Y'all can't hear it. But you can hear it out loud, even in the studio. They just moved this here. Y'all ain't even right. All over there. You want to sing it for me?
No, let's see.
So yeah, network and chill is gonna be back on. Different location and everything. But it might change from network and chill. And we
All friends just talking. You know, we all learn differently.
Yes.
That's what makes us unique.
And I'm trying to be so in control of everything.
No, that's the problem. You know, the food.
So in control.
And that's where anxiety comes from. I've been learning in counseling that you have to just pay attention to the right now.
Carolyn, hello. Miss Carolyn Jenkins Weekends is in the building.
Thank you. Oh.
Check in if you are watching live. Check in, drop your name in the comments.
Amazing for staying with us this
Oh, Antoinette Lana is watching. Hey, girl.
Hey, Intimate, AN, Honor, Adventures, Shameless Plug, my girl. Look, what you doing tonight? We might eat tonight. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's my girl. Look, are you busy tonight? I love you. Oh, I love that. Okay. I'm not ready to get this stuff out. I'm about to come back. I know you. Hey. We are back. If you're just tuning in, you are now tuned in to another segment of the Mind Your Business with the Architect Show. This is a show where we just aim to plug small businesses into Jacksonville and Jacksonville right back into the small businesses. The song you just heard was Anybody Here by Dietrich Haddon. If y'all don't know anything yet, I am old school and I love my old school gospel that we grew up on. So you might as well get used to it now. So before we left, I introduced it. We got TK Overby in the building. And I'm going to go ahead and introduce our next two guests. I know that you guys are used to one guest per 30 minutes, but we got so much information I had to pack it in where I could get it in. So at this time, I would love to introduce my friend, Miss Shanequa from Shanequa Dazzling Doll. What's up, Shanequa? How are you? Good. So I love telling this story. You might be used to it now. So when I met Shanequa, what she does literally was just an idea. It was just a thought. It was just, I think I want to do this. I think I'm gonna start doing this. And even when I met you, it had nothing even to do with what you do now. And to see the progression of where you are now, it is absolutely mind blowing. So I'm gonna let you. What's your business?
Okay, I am the owner of Shanequa Dance Company. I own a dance company. Located off Main Street on the north side of Jacksonville. Right now on my roster, I have about 63 girls. I have 74 girls. Right? We are definitely in open registration right now. So sign your baby stuff. Sign your baby stuff. You can find us on Facebook at Shanequa's Dazzling Dolls Dance Company, on Instagram at s.dazzlingdollsjax. You can inbox me and I'll more information.
That's what's up. She just had a recital, y'all, and every year she does it, it gets more and more.
Yes, more and more.
These seats that were in the plate, it still wasn't down enough.
So
you already know what's going on from here.
Exactly.
For real, for the next one. So we
No
can
more
really.
events in this first Shanequa's Dazzling Dolls. You heard it here first. No more events.
Said the ticket prices might be. Just saying. Right. Exactly. And we have Miss Ebonee with Puff Measures in the building. What's up, Ebonee?
Hello.
How are you? Good. Yes, you are amazing. You're very amazing. And the reason why I wanted her on here, I actually stopped her in the middle of her rehearsal to speak on this show because you have an event coming up. But on top of that, what her business is, I don't think gets enough attention. There's a kind of a bad connotation around it. So I want to just go ahead and break it. Even though we're on the gospel station, it's still conducive for the listeners that are on the gospel station. So tell the people about your business.
Yes, so my business is Puff Mistress Mentionables Lingerie. And you're absolutely right. My tagline is, be sexy for yourself first, because it's all about body positivity and just loving yourself and being confident. And you're right, lingerie has a negative connotation. When people think lingerie, they automatically think sex,
right?
Which that it can absolutely lead to that, of course, but it's not just about that. And that actually goes into my name, Puff Mistress. Just like this, the word mistress. Right. A lot of people think, side chick, other woman, but the other definition of mistress is a woman of authority or woman in control. Oh. And a lot of people don't know that because we automatically go to the negative connotation. Okay. We automatically go to the negative connotation, same thing with lingerie. And for me, it's less about the lingerie and it's more about how you feel in the lingerie. I just really love confidence and promoting confidence, and I'm passionate about it. So I just use lingerie as my vehicle to help people because I feel like that I'm amazing and I feel amazing and I feel confident and I love myself and I feed off other people's energy and I just love it when other people are confident and feel good about themselves too. So
I love it. Talk to you later.
And so I'm happy that you said that. And that was another reason because some of the listeners is like, oh, lingerie, but y'all got kids. Y'all married. And I'm really particularly talking about the married people. Even the married Christians, some kind of way trick their mind into believing that, oh, we can't do that. But you just had six kids. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But so again, I wanted to just have her on here to kind of start the dialogue or break the ice or whatever you want to call it. So the topic of the conversation that we're going to talk about right now is more particularly going to be talking about branding. If you know me at all, you know I'm a certified branding and business coach, and I absolutely love what I do, especially when it comes to branding, almost down to a fault, because I'm always trying to make sure I'm a certain way, looking a certain way, projecting what I want to project, what to make you view me, how I need to be viewed, all that kind of stuff. But I want to ask everybody if they would give me your own definition of what branding is. If you need a minute, go ahead, take a minute, take a minute. When I was writing my notes, which I left everything at home, again, I'm trying to brand myself to make sure I'm looking a certain way, and God said, you're gonna do it off the fly today. So I made up a definition, and my definition, it was something along the lines of putting yourself out there in a way on purpose that you want to be viewed, so that you're received in the way that you want to be viewed, more particularly behind your back. When somebody else is telling the story of you.
That's good.
Do y'all want to take a stab at it? So I'm looking at y'all.
Yeah, I feel like you just said what I was about what I was going to say, but in like a much better way. I really feel like you just went with that.
When I teach brand, I always give this analogy visual. Your brand, as far as your business goes, is look at it as a person, and you're going to dress your business from head to toe. That is your brand. What does your business wear? Does it wear a hat? Are we in fedora season? Does it have glasses? What is this? Does your business dress classy, professional, or is it a business where you can dress in sweats and sneakers? Like your brand, think of it as a person of your business. And what does your business look like? How would you dress your business? That's how I see brand.
I like that. Really good. And if you look at it in those terms, that would determine the partners that your business will have, determine the expenses that your business can and cannot go to. How does branding, and I'm going to ask both of you this, how does branding affect you personally? Well, you in the business sense.
Oh yes, that's a deep one for me because I'm a very confident person personally, but I'm learning that I'm not as confident as a CEO. Okay. And now those are really two different things. You know what I mean? And I'm actually working more at the at the confidence with the CEO side because it's we operate in the same space, but it's still, like I said, two different things. And I struggled with branding as far as, because I think about it as consistency, right? Mm-hmm. So no matter how you dress up that person, as long as the messaging is the same. Yes. So that's my thing. It's like, I have a very distinctive personality as a person, and just trying to make sure that that does not interfere with the brand is a challenge sometimes. But because my brand is all about confidence and being who you are, then I allow myself the space as the person to be whoever I are. So it doesn't go against my brand. Yeah. So I think about it a lot, but then I just do it.
It's good that you've been thinking about it and just being aware of it, because even having no brand will be your brand.
Right.
So Shanequa, how does branding, I guess, affect your business?
Well, my business is a little tricky because I work with kids. So I always have to make sure that I'm teaching, showing, acting, not acting, but portraying the right things when it comes out to children, because all of my dancers, believe it or not, they look up to me in different ways that I don't show. Especially when it comes down to like choreographing dances for them. Most teams are full majorette. I'm speaking on majorette. Most teams are full majorette, and I don't really teach my dancers majorette. I'm big on like self-respect, what my kids wear, what I'm bringing them out in. When it comes to branding with me, it's literally who I am, who I'm walking around. Like when you see a dancer, you're gonna know she's a dance. They're gonna scream to the top of their lungs. They're gonna have confidence. Branding with me is just making sure. Yeah, they're gonna have on yellow. You're gonna know they're with me. Any other team, I don't really see other teams with yellow. But branding for me is just, like you said, consistency. Like I have to just show everybody what I bring to the table, what I offer, because I'm not like a lot of other companies. I'm very straight with my dancers. Not straight when it comes to certain situations, but how I send them off is very important to me. Like what y'all do on stage is very important to me. Like I don't play. I'm sorry, straight up, I don't play. Period. I'm not one of the coaches. I do not play. I'm big on my girls. Like
it's funny because you look at her like she like all sweet.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I gotta look at them. They already know. we gotta go out here. I don't know how they said this, I don't know how, but we have a name for ourselves out in Jacksonville. So I'm real big on like my name.
And that's probably has something to do, whether you did it on purpose or not, I'm not sure, but that has to be your branding. Your name, again, I knew you when you were just Shanequa, and I wasn't a bad thing. And now I don't feel right just saying your name. I just know, I got to say it out there.
I was looking at a post the other day that now, like, I go out and like what you do online matters so much. You don't realize it because even when people do not comment, they're watching. Everywhere I go now, somebody calls me like the lingerie lady. Or, I'm like, okay. So it matters.
And if you pay attention, I think it's to my clients too. If you don't know who you are or you don't know your brand, the people gonna tell you what you're doing. They're like how they just start calling me they just started calling me the architect. So the point that I was like, well, everybody's to and that's what I'm saying. So if you are listening, even if you want to have as your hashtag, the lingerie lady, they're telling you what they're calling you. Exactly. And that's what branding is. Even the word branding back in the day, when you brand out, without saying one word, you know, who it belonged to, the birth, you know, all that kind of, that's where the word branding came from. So even in those terms, you're being branded without you even knowing it. I want to do like a focus group one day. Without people knowing that I'm listening and just see what they got to say about it is. And then it be so transparent, very, very true. You're ready to have your thick skin, I'm sure all of it gonna be. You're right. You are here thinking you one thing. So that's why it's very important to put out there what you want them to say, what you want them to know. Even with the radio, you hear me say all the time, we're back. This is the show where we aim to put small business. I don't want you to have to guess at what we do. I'm telling you what to tell the people when I'm not around. And that's one of the main things in branding, because if I have to make it up, I'm probably gonna get it wrong. And then your brand has more to do with just the name of your business or even what you do. Right now, I'm gonna use Beyonce because I think everybody knows her. If I said name, shout out to me, I guess. So if I said name something, what's Beyonce's brand? Everybody name me something different. You can name something, and all of us can name something. We're still not done. Right. Because she branded herself. She's a singer. She's a mom. She's a feminist. She's a, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She's very particular in what she puts out there, the story that she puts out there. So that when she leaves the room, you can say what she actually is instead of what you're guessing that she is.
You have multiple personalities, multiple outfits, depending where you're going, who your audience is, what you're trying to do. And for those of us who have multiple businesses, we obviously have multiple brands.
Yes, we do.
So it's very important that when you start stepping into multiple streams of income, that your brand there's still some undertone in all of them that they go together.
Yes, absolutely. Even if I don't care. I mean, we gonna get him today. So look, Shari ain't supposed to be on until a little bit later, but she want to say something. And since we ain't got no script today anyway, I'm cool with it. Come on, look.
I was just gonna say, your business most definitely goes hand in hand on. I'm gonna say I'm learning that you have to teach people how to treat you. Yeah. And I mentor and I do a lot of other things with women empowerment as well as young girls, but if you don't believe in yourself, why would I? So I know briefly we was talking about when I started following her, I'm like, yeah, I have 3 pages, and you all were just like, oh, I don't keep up with that. But if you have to separate yourself. You have to let people know everything that you stand on. Because I'm not just a bartender, but that is what a lot of people know me as. But let me run down my credentials real quick that I earned. Let me show you this page so you'll be able to see everything that I stand on. And not only is it just social media to post and make things look good, I stand on everything that I say, and I represent me, because I know in a lot of cases we should say, I don't really care about what people think about me. I am truly living in my truth, and that is important. And with your personality and how people see you pour into your business or yourself, they like, yeah, I need to link with somebody like that, because that is that is power. Because we all have those daily struggles, but when we, pretty much turn that pain into passion and profit, man, we doing it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You said a whole lot. And you got to be clear on what the brand is too, because the more unclear you are, the more whoever is looking upon you. There you go. That's what I'm trying
And
to
we don't stand for anything.
You will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all, we're running out of time already, as usual. Before we take off of this first half of the show, I do want you guys to just plug your businesses one more time. Again, thank you for being a guest and dealing with my shenanigans before the show. Hopefully this will not be the last time that we see you on here. I know Shanequa, you've been on here for the pandemic. Yeah. So, Shanequa, one last time, how can the people get in contact with you?
You guys can follow us on Facebook at Shanequa's Dazzling Dolls Dance Company, LLC. Don't forget the LLC at the end, because you're going to find us. On Instagram, it is s.dazzlingdollsjax. You may inbox me. My phone number is 904-537-2062, and I am Coach Shanequa. I am the owner of Shanequa's Dazzling Dolls Dance Company.
Hey. That's right. Ebony, what we got?
I am Ebonee Williams. I'm the owner of Puff Mistress Inventionables. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Puff Mistress. And I have an event coming up on Saturday, a lingerie show. Yes, I'm excited and also anxious. It's going to be at One Bridge Connect from 2 to 6. But yes, and the Body Positive. Thank you. This is I brought my girl with me because I know I'm going to forget something. It's called the Body Positive lingerie show.
Yeah. Yes. This Saturday, right?
Yeah, from 2 to 6. Yes. At One Bridge Connect. Yeah.
So they're asking that we put your information and how they contact you in the actual feed. So once we get off, when you guys get off there, can somebody go back in and put in, because they're trying to get to you? Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and call this first half a wrap. I am going to go ahead and play our sponsors again, and then when we come back, you will hear none other than myself, TK Overbeat, and the one and only Miss Shaw Allen. Thanks for staying with us and tuning in. We love you, love you, love you. We love you long time. I think that's what they say. But if you're watching, please check in in the building, in the room first.
You're playing the commercials, right?
Yes, it's playing right now.
And the thing is plugged in all the way. You did hit mute on your computer. Okay.
Like I pressed the button, okay? What else? Right, I pressed the button.
Please chime in and check in. Okay, Shanequa, I see you drop your stuff for me. Thank you. Appreciate you. I see you, AN, you're hanging in there with us. Chicks on the couch. You been there with us. Sakari. Sakari, is that Sakari? She's Miss Veronica Howell assistant.
Okay.
Shanequa was on here with us last week, and she'll also be a vendor tonight at Opposite Art. But yeah, so if you're watching, please do chime in and check in with us so that we can acknowledge your presence in the room. Like, share, and comment the page.
Right, it's not gonna change my level of knowledge about the situation, please.
Shout out to Already and ABQM for producing the show all the way from her house. Autumn the plug. Not used to her not being here. I'm used to her being in the space with us, but you know, she had to kick me out the nest at some point, I guess. See how this thing was gonna work. They told me not to do this.
Okay, well done, y'all.
Yeah, you're good.
Take your time.
I'm saying
Okay. But people are watching. Yes, sir.
Could you do me a favor and unplug that from it and plug it back in? Should you be able to hear it in your computer? Leave it unplugged for a second.
Is this a good
Should you be able
camera?
to hear it in your computer? If you're not
You
hearing
can
it,
see all three of y'all, but it's, Shar is, she's like,
play the computer
That's
without that
good.
plug in, see if it plays it.
okay.
Can you hear it on your computer? Should you be able to hear it in your computer speakers? What I'm asking. If you're not hearing it there, then it's probably right. We all heard it earlier, but now we think maybe you may have accidentally bumped something during the first segment that you can mute. And the way I want to check that is if you can play it on this computer, you can hear it on your computer without it plugged in through your computer speakers like you did at home. And we know that the problem is not with us, it's with the computer. You understand what I'm trying to say? You had to turn down the accident? Okay. Okay. Okay, we have to start over with the spots. Okay? So we stop the song.
I love your shirt, Shar. Thank you. It's one of my
Friends. Right. Thank you, Autumn. You're awesome. It's you. You're the awesome.
Hey for awesome. Autumn.
Who said that? The behind the scenes is fire. Well, if you're watching and you are wondering how can you be a guest on the show, might as well go ahead and let you know how to get that done. We got where you can be a 30-minute in-studio guest that has its own package. Then we have where you could be our very own guest co-host for a 4-week long 4 weeks in a row and consecutively. You can be the guest co-host, kind of how you saw Autumn sitting in and how you see Tim sitting in. This could be you. And you hear the commercial, you don't hear the commercial, but you get your own commercial if you do choose to get that package. And you'll also be able to create and implement your own segment of the show. How we talk about the Mind Your Business segment, you could have your own segment. Get with me, JAY space TOLB on social media and inbox me, DM me, slap me, DM, however they say it. Or you can give me at Jason, the Architect, Colbert, or the Mind Your Business with the Architect Chef. And then after that, we're gonna play a little snippet of the song. That's gonna be for the radio side of things.
So, yeah, I need some of y'all to support me. It's my first radio interview, and I am excited.
First,
Yes, the first. It won't be the only.
exactly.
The first of many. Hey, it's getting real for you, girl. I heard I'm a natural, but y'all don't know. I do it scared. So we'll see how this goes today. I told them a little story about my detox. I told them a little story in the background about my detox tea.
Well,
Trying to ruin my life today.
You took it today.
Yeah, so I took it last night. It was supposed to kick in after 4 to 7 hours, but let me tell you how long I was late today.
She was almost late, but still the first one here.
Yes, it was.
I had to bring her
Generational curse record in the building. I'm going to talk about the real stuff today. Y'all tune in. We're not live yet. It's a commercial. Well, it's a song playing. I am going live from the radio station Praise 107.
Yes,
107.9.
they checking in. Yes, Praise 107.9.
Praise 107.9.
They checking in.
Yeah, some of y'all that really know. I don't know. Spirit no more. Keeping it cute.
Make sure you guys are sharing.
Make sure y'all share this live. Oh, share the live that I shared. I told you sometimes you have to let go of control.
Right, literally, I can't do nothing if I want to.
I just sent a flyer to my parents today. They just think I'm so famous.
Because you are. You better stop. What your parents say? Your parents like you?
They say,
Yeah.
well,
Because you're famous. Stop playing.
you know my parents.
Oh, I'm so silly. You're right. Shut up, parents. I'm sorry.
Share moment.
All right, I'm about ready to pay this on that. Play this again.
I know.
I'm about to fade out. And we go. Hey, welcome back, welcome. It's your boy Jason, the Architect Tobert, and you are tuned in to another episode of the Mind Your Business with the Architect Show, where we aim to plug small businesses into Jacksonville, and then Jacksonville right back into its small businesses. The song you just heard was "I Hear the Sound of Victory." That's by my friend Marette Brown Clark. And I'm sitting here with the one and only Miss Tiffany TK Overby.
Hey guys, what's up?
She is a branding and business coach. I'm sorry, I'm gonna put some respect on that. Master branding and business coach, specializing in marketing and all things
Branding.
Yeah, all things branding.
And marketing.
So we were talking about branding earlier because I had her on the show, but I am so happy to introduce my next guest. This young lady is absolutely phenomenal. Like, all jokes to the side, I look up to her. I respect her in so many different ways in her arena, in her authenticity, in her purpose, and what she does. She is freaking awesome, if you ask me. So at this time, I would like to introduce my girl, Miss the one, the only, Shanequa.
Now, that was a great introduction. Hey, y'all, it's my first time. I'm so excited. Hey, my name is Shar. My name is Shar Allen. I'm actually the owner and mixologist of Cocktails of Sweetness, and also a motivational firecracker to my own women empowerment event, Chit Chat. If you have not heard, we saving lives by just being transparent and telling our own testimony. Life is really about just living in your truth and being yourself and helping others. For those of you that don't know, the more you help other people, the more you blessed. So I found a way to help support people in need that are not able to take advantage of me. All right, so can I just go ahead?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, no, it's funny. I'm excited.
Yo, she ready. Look, she ready. So the reason why I really, really was excited when she signed up to come onto the show is because of her story. I don't know the whole story, but I do. I mean, I caught glimpses in the process of everything, but this is a strong warrior. You have, in my opinion, every right to have given up, every right to have said, you know what, it's just too much. You know what, I need a break. Like, everything that everybody says to procrastinate, you legitimately could have said that, in my opinion, but you chose not to.
Oh, I've said it plenty of times, to be honest. Even this morning, even yesterday. But my life is just so much bigger than me.
Right.
And I have the voice, I have the power, I have the magic, and I'm gonna utilize it the right way.
And a big, again, with branding, you're so many different things, but a part of your brand, a big part of your brand is mental health.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
And self-care and things like that. So I really wanted to kind of talk about that with you. What, if you don't mind sharing, what triggered you to be like, okay, let me really dive into this mental health?
Sure. I'll be happy to speak upon that. Like you said, that is a part of my brand. It's really what I stand on, because it is everyday life. So I'll just say, even how I truly started my show. I realized that, I was in some abusive relationships, mentally, physically, emotionally, with different partners, as well as parents. And, many times I would sit back and kind of wonder, why me? Why are people treating me this way? Why do I feel like this? How am I in this position? And at some point, I really had to hold myself accountable.
Right.
I was like, you have to teach people how to treat you, right? And I'm like, they could not be mistreating me unless I allowed it. I realized that some of my thoughts of what I felt love was, it was all wrong. It was so dysfunctionally normal, and I was accustomed to, I'm telling you, I was so comfortable because those are the things that I was used to feeling. And I was like, you know what? I have to do something about this. And it really broke me down. It really broke me down, because I was having these different feelings, and I was like, I don't want to feel like this no more. What can I do? And I really had this vision one night, and I was like, man, I help a lot of people, but I don't really look at it like that. Like, people tell me how I literally saved their lives on suicide attempts, or how I helped them get through college, or how I fed them when they didn't have anything. And I'm just like, wow, I'm able to help people in the middle of my brokenness. So I don't want anybody to get it twisted. You know, life is I am flourishing. I am flying. I am fearless. But not every day. That's why I speak over my life and use things as daily affirmation to really help transition and train my mind. So the background that I come from, my parents were all on drugs, and I had to grow up a little faster, a lot faster than I would like to. I had to take care of siblings, many environments, many places that I know I didn't deserve to be, but I know I had a responsibility. I know by being raised by my grandmother, she's put this whole nother strength in me that I didn't have. But thank God she did it because anytime, even on my lowest days, I really think of her and her tenacity and her strength, and she would go across the world to save. She'll help you, your cousin, they auntie people, and I'm like, Grandma, you think I'm about to run out of all this gas? And you know, and I'm like, man, I'm telling you, just kind of listening to some of her stories, it was to the point where she was venting to me, and I'm like, Grandma,
You know you don't got it.
what can I do? I'm looking up to you for the strength, but I'm seeing how it's tearing you down. I can hear it in your voice, but you still so strong. You're still continuing to do these things. So really after one of my abusive relationships, I was like, I need to help other people because I know I'm not the only person that's feeling this way. And apparently I've always helped other people, and I'm just like, well, I'm just being me.
That's exactly what I wanted to bring up when you said helping people through your broken. And the reason why, probably, I would imagine, and even for myself, we don't view it that way because we just being us.
Right.
To me, it boils down to your purpose. It boils down to why God made you. And if you have any connection or any inkling to the connection as to why God made you, it will feel like I'm just being me. Even though I'm broke, I can't help but pick somebody up. Even though I don't know where I'm going, I can't help but get somebody on their way. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of times your own brokenness is not healed, or you don't come through that breakthrough until you are helping somebody while you're at your lowest.
But something also that I realized in this as healing, I'm on my 2-year healing anniversary. Can't wait to celebrate. Chit Chat really saved my life, right? Because I know I'm a helper and a healer, I have to ground myself. I have to protect my peace. I have to understand that everybody is not my assignment. Sometimes people get so offended when I'm just genuine and nurturing, and they're like, oh, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, this is the way that people are supposed to treat you. And a lot of times we have it misconstrued because of the brokenness that we still have. So really on one of my crying days, I was like, I have to do something about it. So I started watching YouTube videos. I had a show. I had a partner at the time who really just didn't believe in the vision, but I just allowed them to be a part just because I felt like that was the support I needed. And some of the things and the topics that we discussed are real. Like this edition that I'm having is called Spill the Tea. Like, let's talk about the real things. Let's talk about grief. Let's talk about mental illness. Let's talk about self-love. Let's talk about protecting your peace. Let's talk about healing properly. Let's talk about self-care. Like, I literally have a daily routine that I do, starting with exercising, whether it's eating right, whether it's meditating, whether it's a bike ride, whether it is fresh air by the water. You have to get in tune with the person you are and who you're becoming. Because a lot of times before, I allowed people to portray off on me what they were projecting on me. And now I have to tell them, hey, I cannot take responsibility of your unhealed wounds. I have a purpose, and I know for certain I am following in that. Why? Again, I have this show, Women Empowerment. It saved my life. I was able to be transparent about my abuse and my abandonment issues and childhood trauma. And the crazy part about it is, y'all, it is really deep. It's so deep. because my journey is to save the same person who abandoned me. The same, like, listen, I'm coaching myself on self-love. Don't take nothing. Don't allow people to speak to you this way or treat you like that. But my mother, she's bipolar, she's schizophrenic, she has dementia, she suffers from drug and alcohol abuse. Like, this is a daily challenge for me. I really hate the way that it affects me. My body tenses up. Sometimes I'm so fragile, and it's really an out-of-body experience. The trauma, the depression, the anxiety that it has caused. But I'm like, let me keep telling my story because it's healing me and it's helping the others who don't have the courage to speak up. What are we afraid of? Like, I had one time some people, some of my friends called me a bad friend, and I was like, who, me? I'm like, nah. But what they were really trying to say is like, you're not telling us anything. Like, before I would shut down, shut out, out of sight, out of mind. Oh, I can handle it. Oh, I'm so strong. Well, let me just tell y'all, there is strength in showing emotion. Yes. There is strength in being transparent. There is strength in surrounding yourself with like-minded people, people who you feel comfortable with, expressing yourself so they know how to help you. Like, they were calling me a bad friend because they couldn't help. Why? Because I was so broken, right? I was not even receiving, I didn't want to receive the help. Oh, I had it. No, I didn't. It really takes for your life at times to just spiral out of control for you to get it together. Like, I call it blessings and lessons. The same behaviors that you have, you keep repeating it, the same outcome. Like, but I just thank God for the opportunity and how He is blessing me to be able to help others. And I'm keeping it real. I am not, this is not staged, this is not rehearsed. Right. This is my reality. And the more I feel as though I share my reality, we will not feel like we are alone, because we're not. Like, the places that I'm going, I'm like, oh, everyone around me is themselves. And that is a beautiful feeling. Like, the Lord has His hands on me, and I have a calling over my life. Yes, and I know that, and I'm not going to spend any other days doing less than what my journey is. I know exactly what I'm here to do, and I promise I'm not going to fail the mission. I fell off the track yesterday and this morning, and I had to get right back on. I had to get back on because people are depending on me, and furthermore, I'm depending on myself.
Right. So you mentioned you fell off yesterday, you fell off this morning. I ain't gonna hold you up. I mean, when you have built this persona or this brand, and I hate to even put in those words because they make it seem like it's a facade, like it's not the real you. But when you have created this brand for yourself, which is actually the real you, it almost makes you don't like to, like I said, you don't like to have those moments, those days where you got to say, hey, y'all, look, I just fell off. Give me a minute. I think the other day, Tim texted me and said, hey, something. I said, you know what? I just needed 2 days. I needed a couple of days just to get myself together.
But when you're honest with your friends about that, it leaves more room to understand, because that's why it's important to be around those people. Like, all my friends is praying friends. I can walk up to either one of you wherever I see it, and we're gonna embrace that hug that I know for sure. My hugs, my smiles, my personality is gonna light up the room. And it's every now and then I get a little cocky because I'm a Leo, but I really mean well in it. Like,
it's on purpose, because I know my purpose. Yeah. I know that, I don't know, this hug just might be that one thing you needed. That's what's gonna switch your day all around. This smile, even just to look across the room and say, baby, I see you. I ain't even said it out of my mouth. I know that could be the thing.
Right, and you're in tune with that. You know that you can be intentional with that.
Right.
I know this person needs a hug because I can see it, I can feel it.
And people can feel it on me. Also, they be like, "Oh my God, can I hug you?" Yes, please.
Yes,
girl, you need a hug today. Like, I am no longer suffering in silence. I cannot. I've been to so many dark places. Like, even just thinking about this time last year and the transition that I have, it is remarkable. Like, you have to remember why you started, how you started, and you cannot forget literally blessings and lessons it's really saving my life. Like, I am no different from anyone else. I am not perfect. I am still, I do it scared. The Lord is still working on me.
I actually go out and give myself up and try to go do it again. That's the only difference between me and somebody else. I don't have a greater mind. I don't have more, but it's just.
Giving up is not an option. It is just not. Like, some days I cry, and like yesterday I had to just say, you know what, today is a day to just sit in silence and be still, because I can't help nobody today.
Right.
I got some things that I need to work on for me. So when I do go out here in this world as a warrior, when I do go out here as a warrior, then I can try to protect myself just a little longer. So I am a generational curse breaker, and you can too.
So yes, and you are a generational curse breaker. Even deeper than that, even in the community, you're teaching others how to be generational curse breakers as well. But we're running out of time, and you heard everything that she had to say, and I let you speak on purpose and not interrupt you, because I wanted them to hear you speak so that they can come out to Chick Chat. If you are a woman and you are feeling like you need something, I don't care if you don't feel like you need something. I promise you, if you go, you're going to get something. I've never been, but I hear the responses. I see the posts. I see what I see, and I know it's not all a lie. I know it's not all a game. So tell them how they can get with Chick Chat, how they can get down with it.
All right. So for my birthday, it's also my 2-year healing anniversary, August 21st, inside One Bridge in the Regency Mall. I am going to have Chip Chat. It is a table talk discussion. This is Spill the Tea edition, which means we will be talking about real things, transparency, abuse, childhood trauma, grief, finances, businesses, trauma, and more. If you are looking to get a ticket, please follow our page at Chick Chat Table Talk Discussion on Facebook, as well as chick.chat_ on Instagram. I promise you will leave uplifted, motivated, and inspired. That's what it's all about. Somebody like me, just regular, authentic, helping change your life around. So I look forward to seeing you all.
So we thank you so much for being in the room. If you got all the information, it's going to be put down into the comments if you're watching visually, because we need you to be there. We need you to go get healing so that you can be good for somebody else. I am just wanting to say thank you for tuning in, all that good stuff, and we are wrapping it up. And I want to remind every single person who's out there listening to the sound of my voice, don't forget to celebrate you, even if it's by yourself.
Hello.